If I ruled the school, there'd be...
If I ruled the school, there'd be...
If I ruled the school...
Principal Smith, the lunch ladies are here to see you. Butch has been sent to your office again. Shall I send him in?
No! If I ruled the school, there'd be a lot of changes around here. Oh, yeah? Well, then, you rule the school!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, BootStrapp, here playing School Tycoon. This is a really old game I got from the book fair way back in elementary. I don't remember what year. I just know this is way back from my childhood with Windows XP, or even Windows 7 was the thing. That probably predates some of you, or the viewers seeing this video. But here we're going to do a Let's Play on this. I already did a run update and got all the updates for the game. Starting a brand new... Let's get ready to... Alright, we're going to be using the pause function a lot. First, start with the brand new. This is before we use WASD and move stuff around. So much like my childhood, and save function up here. Can't interact with anything while we're in pause mode from like save scumming. So you have your rotator over here. Before WASD had all that to print and stuff for you. But the goal is to get all the different levels of the academics, the athletics, the moral, and the facilities all up to grade A with a total grade A. I believe every month that passes by, you'll be receiving a checkpoint of your game where it'll do an autosave, but you also want to save your game manually, obviously. Saved over. And we want to go from tier 1 to I believe 3 is the final one, and then you want to get all the bonus stuff out that'll increase your morale of your students. Won't have very many at first. You'll have school buses that come by that will drop off different. This is a weird game. It's more like a high school / college mix, and the goal is to get more students to come and attend first. First, we have our budget up here in the upper middle, and then you have your star rating, and you want to guard your stars like it's your lifeline. Your stars will dictate how many students will come in. How many students come in will dictate how much money you'll get. But what will dictate all of that is your grades. So that's how it kind of bounces off of each other and synergize. Then you have your search functions over here. I'm surprised I still remember all this after many years of playing this. Then you have your staff list, your teachers, one will have for different grades, skills, and abilities. And then you have your students that have their own different skills and abilities. And then you have your buildings list. And then you obviously want to look at your graph on how things are projecting. You want everything to go up and never go down. Then on your left here, this is your addition area. The buildings you buy in place for your students to attend to, including your trash cans, your vending machines, your bathrooms, your facilities, even your detention centers and whatnot. This is one of those games where they had everything thought out. Newer games don't really have much of this anymore. I wish they would remake School Tycoon. I would buy that in a heartbeat, especially if it was on Steam. Then you have your lights, or trash cans will be here. All your additional facilities will be on the second tab. Then you have your vegetation bushes. This will increase your morale. Nothing more, nothing less. However, they will die unless you buy guarding staff that goes around and takes care of stuff. Now, one thing I do cheat in this game is I buy maintenance staff members that I will pick up and then throw at a building that is in the middle of catching on fire or breaking down, just to teleport them there and actually get them to repair. Because it takes them so long for just go from like this sign to the end. It'll take them like 2 minutes to at least get there, when I can just pick them up and drop them. And then this is just your pathing and whatnot. Without further ado, let's go and get started. This is the principal. He's the one who takes all the stuff down here. Gonna pause that. So it shows you how strict he is, how fun he is, his ability, and his salary. And then you click on this tool to pick him up and move him around and drop him. So do that. See, picking up, going back down. They don't like it, but I really don't care. And then this is their comments on what they're saying. I really miss this, and I'm glad we're back in action. So, first things first, we want to unpause, pick our first facility. You don't want to go any more than 2, depending on the prices. It's been so long though. So we'll do academics, we'll do portable English, so use WAC. Then you can rotate this. Let's click rotate. I want to there. Purple F. Set them up like. There's a reason why I'm doing it like this. I want him to go straight down. Actually, good. Let the sidewalks to line up. Then we want teachers. I do not want so high. Okay, we'll drop her in there. Find another teacher. Another her. Drop her in there. Here comes the first set of students as the bus drops off. Everything about it. Say their stats, abilities, cleanliness, crowdy, looks, friendly, IQ, athletics. And we even get down to the point where we need even nurse offices where students get. What I love about this game the most is I can zoom in what everyone's saying here and what they're.
Oh.
Well.
Change the camera angle and what everyone's doing. And the graphics are so simple back then. But there's a lot of layers to this game. Then we just push the button to zoom back out. Got a frown face there, it means they're not enjoying the class, and that's just, I really don't care, to be honest. I really do not care. Then I want to click this, I'm going to put a trash can. I always put a trash can right on a corner where everyone's going to walk through, so it will go up. That'll increase the morale a little bit. It shows our condition. Then we want to get a janitor. Let's do more billing this for a janitor really does a lot. Okay. Cover this, the portable. We don't have this unlocked. Have it unlocked. That's not quite aligning with everything, so this. Library, I want to be strict. Technology. Okay. Paths. $5 each. fine. Bro. Here. Alright, hopefully one of our abilities is A, moral is C, discipline is B, athletics is it makes us. It's all slowly creeping up at the school bus.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's having a good time. Did my teacher say anything? I really like my teacher. Good. So got some good. Nothing else on that's the problem. Drop another trash can. Sure. You have enough for management. I don't want to go too crazy on building. Chemistry. Ready? Biology. To get possible. And another thing we can do. Oh, there are. There we go. They will make us money passively. Guys. Not what are disasters. You can build your own student. I think that's pretty cool. When you ever get like kind of bored. Porta potty, we're gonna put light front and center. There. There. One point right now. Another bathroom. Probably right about here. You want to be everything as condensed as possible early game. No, so 1,000. And this signage. Happy. That right up front and center. Okay, chemistry. You have a teacher. Computer class, my. Start getting up the janitorial. No, we'll be in trouble. Really broke already. It started. Alright, we're just gonna have to pray that we start getting more money. And save right now. Give the payment. Yep. Characteristic back in the day. I should get it. History. I wonder if she recognized it. He was very young. Very... What's going on here? Death. It hit cafeteria. Oh, we just got more money. Cool, cool, cool. I'll have that into a full. Horrible detention center. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Horrible meat. I'm making these gaps on purpose so I can wedge stuff in. One more. No. How's our graph look? Money, profit, live. So. Ooh, we want second variation. Put it like that. That. Portable bathroom. Oh, I don't even have the $500 to buy it. Wow. Oh boy. Hopefully we can ramp up. That detention center needs to go. Athletics, school book, tail. This, but still, not library books. Up to drop by and purchase some. Student rate. Key the pop start. Not really. Find it. Conference. Run this pull up. Blah blah blah. Ever. Okay. I want to pay the $10,000 right now. Can I finally get my janitor? I'll build janitorial building. I want this as center of the area as possible. Because I wanted to be covering the entire map. That. Drop them in there. They'll auto track. If anything needs to be cleaned, then I just kind of do the pickup tool and drag them over if it gets bad. And well, maintenance we did need to have. Okay, something starts going south. I'm gonna start repairing stuff. Never have enough maintenance. Never. Now we need to go to detention centers. The mini prisons I used to call them back in the day. I guess you actually need. I want something that is cheap, but strictness so high. This is your detention center in this game. Level 1. Out of 3. Now I want to show you something that will make you guys laugh. So it shows no peeking, so you can't like spin or see anything. I just think that's funny. Better sports. Alright, looks like we can focus on sports. Sports. Start with the gym. Coach. Awfully. Sure. Overall, got pretty scores. Sun goes down by a lot. The drill instructor coach. We'll make an athlete out of you. Alright, now we should be able to get cafeteria. I wish we had a cafeteria like this. This is where I start saying it's more like a college instead of a high school. It can honestly fall into the category of a private school. They're responsible. Yeah. Anyone with skill. Skill is actually really important to have here over fun and strictness, because if you don't have enough skill, your students will start getting progress. We are in the positive. Table that. Graph stay. Okay, we're going better now. The projection's starting to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're like, here the teacher. As a doorknob, my teacher, full teacher as a doorknob. Come back and forth. So eventually, when we start going super net positive, is when we'll start swapping out teachers for better teachers. Then we'll move on to level 2. That transition period is actually what makes it. Now, for fun, I want to go for the arcade as possible, but to focus on having nerds, things start going down. I'm gonna put the nurse right next to. Well, I just. The pivot the other direction. We're gonna kind of go into like a V formation. Level 1's gonna go this way, level 2's gonna go this way, and level 3's gonna be the crown jewel upper middle set.
Mm-hmm.
Sports, you got sports, like, oh yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Huh?
Athletes, we go up another 1,000. Nerds. I remember what the. Yeah, okay, no staff required. They did not add nurses. I didn't remember there being. There. I don't want to put nothing. Oh, earthquake. We need to start being careful. I actually. Barely placed it. Okay. I'll grab mechanic and start dropping the mechanics on these places as fast as possible. That's prepared. Pick him up. Prepared. Pick him up. Pick him up. There. Up. Want the indicators to go away, and then once he's done, naturally repairing all of them. That's the. fine. I'm gonna be okay with leaving them. Usually I hire them and then fire them really quick on what I need. But if you leave that wrench icon up there for too long, then the fire will start. Once the fires start, dead. Back away from it. It's gonna burn the ground. And memorize what it is. That's why you need to click on it before the fire hits it, and then replace it with. For a 62. Yeah, bathrooms are kind of all over the place. Right, next one, I think I'm going to put a bathroom right up here. If I remember correctly, you can get like grants and stuff. I just don't know how to do it. Okay, I think I'll focus on that will be my luring point. I wish a school arcade. Look at this. Where Cat Daddy game. The Cat Daddy games is what made this game. Ball, all balls, something like that. Broke. A Frogger. Alright. That should make everyone happy. Ooh. Yes. Yep. They gotta get to the this box right here. Once he gets there, he'll repair it and then it'll go. Gotta be on top of them. 5, pick him up, drop him. Okay, that should be good for a little while. But then it starts becoming to the point where, like, it starts getting stressful because you're going to be jumping back and forth like crazy. Earthquake, last week, damaged almost everything. First I was having spells, full drop, book sale, still can't afford offer. Time to bump up with one more janitor. Start working on fetting more of the trash. Here, this will actually start reducing how trash shows up here. Set and check. That's all that matters. That trash is forming up right there. Grab you, all that. Go. Throwing you on there. Okay, so the trash over here is kind of taken care of, and it's not near as bad. Now we're already at halfway. Oh, I'm going home. You got an arcade ring. Even if you don't more foreign than this. Cool, it's not really meant to be fine. Let's give it. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna drop. Right? could drop them as this is happening. There, that. Any more forming? Nope. That. And I talked about the roller coaster Tycoon. I find that funny. Also, for profit, yeah, we're up in the 4,200 profit mark. Now we can start affording stuff that doesn't get over time, like the TV complex. Build at 12K, and then we can start focusing on building up, and then buy stuff. Food poison. Oh. We'll get more stuff later. Alright, I think we can afford bigger, better sports now. We'll go 4,000 profit margin. Put it in. Fine. Alright, let's illustrate. Yeah, we'll do that. Good. That's food. This is what I meant about cheating by just dropping people in certain spots so that they're faster. The whole fast on how fast stuff deteriorates is a moral needs to go up. We're gonna start splurging on items. I want to make the first thing that people when they come in out of the school really affects everybody. Education is at least. This game is trying to screw me over really, really bad. Burning down. Cafeteria. Something about it'll burn down. The game will, I'm telling you. Food. As soon as it disappears, I'll put a new one. How's their food poisoning? Oh, it disappeared already. Negative because of the all the facilities crashing for a day. But I want to build up the money as fast as I can. Or are you going towards On it. On it. Right on. There. Fitting. There. There. Behind it. There. You guys alone for a minute. Why is stuff art class? Big drop. I'm not big drop. Fix that already, think. Okay, man, there was a way to get. There's a way to get answers. Don't worry. Oh, I'm going way negative. Rid of the stuff. There's a close sponge. I'm gonna cut costs somewhere. Remember, I need to get the art class back. Exactly. God, because we're taking that earthquake. They got hit with multiple times. Have like one more day. But we start going positive, you know, a lot of trouble. We'll go negative, we're gonna lose. Our grades are great. don't have the means to go up. That I want. That's the hardest part about the game. That positive. Billy. Billy. Bad. Really? Or anything? One of the cafeteria ladies will hurt me the most. Their skill wasn't high enough, just somebody. We're gonna lose it though. So what we're gonna need quit. Play game. That one. Okay, we're doing okay here. Him over there. Care of. Before we get the arcade, though, is where we start to work really bad. Let's just leave everything as is. We got too far advanced forward. Also, the cafeteria lady is what is just hurting me. So that skill is higher. Put it in there. There for you're the one that's more highly cost, but for skill. Need more food. Sure. That's cool. That's just to show you guys how out of hand this game gets. As quick. Pretty nuts. Having high up on janitors, being a staff is. Here's that burn down that. Wasn't even an indicator on that. Now we're going to start going times 16, because that's just how fast the game. Full library. Still on burn down. Go. Okay, there she goes. Going back in. Okay, so they do go back in when they're assigned. Right now we got the money. Very quickly afford it, yes. This will increase all the skill of all my teachers and not increase the cost. We're just a little slow on the uptake on it. All went downhill really fast because of that. Got a lot of trash going on. Okay. Before we start working on the arcade and whatnot again, start focusing on making it better. Earlier we went sign right. Bucks. That's also $500. Why are these just price? Also fun. Doesn't make sense. How are we going negative? Fast. Hopefully that starts turning around. Off of it. I'd love to get the list again. I'm going to feel negative no matter what I do. I have to do this on episode 2 to a much slower approach. Which is unfortunate, if that is the case. Then we could ask more than this what we have. Or whatever. I really hope it flips, because the price of everything. Flipping week. Going the opposite way, but it's not going that way fast enough. I want to try one more time to salvage it. If I can't, we'll have to start from the beginning. The beginning part is always the hardest. Let me get that moral up. Get the, offering. So get still up. Better. But, we... Better job over. There. Place. There.
Hello.
There. What's on fire? There was no indicator. Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully we solved the best I could do. Save. Hopefully we solved the downhill trend problem.
Yep.
Happy. They're close to matching them. And we have some buy time, so hopefully that road. Feld. I think so. We're finally getting the profit margin. Saved it, guys. Saved it. Now before the game decides to throw another earthquake at me, ruin everything. Goes. This keeps going good. We'll buy the parent-teacher conference, which means no extra expenditure. Certainly, the one that doesn't affect us. Now everyone has higher skill. These cleaned up. Unfortunately, like other in Tycoon unlocked stuff you never did before. Obviously, that's still locked. Talk about like decor wise. What you see is what you get. That's what's here. Alright, I think we're good to start standing upon the, got ramped up on money, we're good. More under on. I made some quick finishing code. Slow speed. For 2. And that's the end of today's episode. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, some of you guys know what this is. It's the last one of the past. I hope it. For some people who don't know what this is, they get a very, very lost treasure. Very insane at the time. But I will be doing more of this. I really did go in high school. But that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. This is BootStrapp. That was Tycoon 1.